In the 70s and early 80s, when I was a young lecturer on this campus, the nation was in severe crisis. Here I am today in my 70s, speaking on campus in a time when this dear nation is once again in severe crisis. You will understand more of the pain and sorrow from the observations I'll be making on how we got here. In an article on Ghana in the New York Times in September last year, the writer states plainly, the government is essentially bankrupt, owing, she says, 63.3 billion at the end of 2022, not just to foreign creditors, but also to homegrown lenders, pension funds, insurance companies, and local banks that believed the government was a safe investment, unquote. After describing some of the aspects of the economic crisis, highlighting, for instance, the rise in the cost of borrowing and its effect on business, the writer quotes the mission chief of the International Monetary Fund, IMF, as saying, quote, "This crisis is much deeper than the type of economic difficulties Ghana has faced in the past. This crisis is much deeper than the type of economic difficulties Ghana has faced in the past." It's sometimes necessary to start with observations about ourselves from an external eye, especially as sadly we often delude ourselves about our reality. Before our government went ahead to engage with the IMF, we heard many statements like, "We will not go to the IMF. We are a proud and sovereign nation. We have the resources as a nation to do without the IMF," it was proclaimed. In the end, apparently by a presidential order, as announced on July 1st, 2023, we did go to the IMF. Negotiations led to a 3 billion bailout package, and we proudly announce each disbursement as it is made. We are still a proud and sovereign nation after all.